Yeah, I love stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
really
me
good
too.
for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's so funny how there's so many. Andrew's constantly wanting to get me out of this fucking cage. It's so sad. I can really see how I've personally aged dramatically over the past year and a half. Just shocking.
Get out,
Mm.
get out, get out for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got a beautiful environment out there, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
pretty darn
lots of stuff.
lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty darn lucky.
Yeah.
I remember when I was over there in Germany. Oh, well, southern Germany, I suppose, where Andrea
Mm-hmm.
is. Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Are you in southern Germany, Danielle?
Me as well. Yeah,
So do you
I'm
guys do
around.
you go up into the mountains of Austria and shit like that?
I
Yeah.
I I do. Yeah, I do actually go up the mountains in Germany. So in the like at the border between Austria and Germany, there are also mountains in Germany,
Mm.
and it's 1 hour by car from me. So it's pretty yeah, pretty cool.
You too,
All
Andrew?
right. I go a lot. Yeah, it's just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah, there you go.
High ones, yeah. So I live on the border to Austria, and there's quite high mountains. So yeah,
Yeah,
but
I remember I went over the border there, and you go over this little wooden bridge. Shocking. It's sort of like I was actually surprised. Do you know the little wooden bridge that I'm talking about when you're driving from Austria into Germany? I think it is. This funny little wooden covered bridge. It's just out of nowhere. There was like cows on the side of the road. It's just sort of like, wow, where the hell are we? I couldn't believe it. You know the cows. You know which cow I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
I know which one.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know what bridge that is. There's one like this when you go from Switzerland through Austria to Germany. Maybe
yeah,
I've just been there. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, cool. So you know what I'm talking about. Right on.
I think so, if that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove that route in a BMW with no air conditioning in the middle of August, and the driver, he didn't want to be shown up by all these other cars on the autobahn.
So no windows open.
Windows fully down, 200 fucking miles an hour. Going for like 6 fucking hours going down the fucking autobahn at a bazillion miles an hour.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh my god, that was a memory. I'll tell you, man. Well, older.
You got the proper German experience. I have an old
That was
BMW
intense.
well. That's the
I even have a picture on my camera somewhere of the speedometer, like literally the needle buried at like 200, like, I don't know, some crazy ass fucking number. I think I've never driven more than 200 miles an hour. Maybe it's 200 kilometers an hour. It was just some insane number. And I literally took a picture of the dashboard because I couldn't believe it. 200 miles an hour. And like the windows down and it's fucking sounding like we're in like it was just
Helicopter.
I don't know. We're going between dimensions or something. It's so loud.
DeLorean.
Nice. Yep, that's one thing.
So you know the which bridge I'm talking about, and you know the cow I'm talking about too.
I know that cow. Yeah, the bridge I'm not
I really know
familiar with,
the cow,
but yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't mind going back. And now, actually, Andrea, if if we can continue working on here, I'll have new excuses to go back to that part of the world. And you too.
definitely.
Nice.
For some reason, I think you're in Italy. Why do I keep thinking you're in Italy, Daniele?
That's a good question.
What was the
Let
last
me
time
see.
you were there?
Boy, that's a good question as well.
Wow.
It's been a couple of years, yeah.
I don't know why I
I
think
think
you
5
were
or
in
6
Italy.
years, maybe.
I was there. I was living in Italy in 2016. Wonder that was around the same time.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
I was-
so we were thinking on Andre, I think that's how it is. He's over. He wants me to come down to Italy, and then of course Jamie. I don't know what the hell happened to Jamie. I think Jamie blew himself up a little bit.
Mm.
I think he's all right. He's just
Yeah, have you talked to him?
he just told me he had some shit going on in his life, and he's all good,
okay,
and
good.
he'd get it back with us when he wants to come back on.
Right on.
I don't know if it was trading related. It didn't sound like it.
Hey, Murat.
Hey, there's Murat.
You're
Oh,
muted.
look at that. We should have the. I think we should have the Shaver of the Month Club. This would be a perfect commercial for like Bic or something.
Yeah, we're applying for these Gillette models. Casting next week, and
yeah, don't say those words. Remember, Big Brother's listening.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about the sick days. We're not going to talk about the party people. But you guys have, man, there's some serious man action here. Beards. I'm feeling jealous.
I shave every time my wife tells me it's time to shave.
Yeah.
Get it off your face. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we're actually only looking that male and fully of testosterone just for the hangout. But in fact, we are very, very much softies. So
I'm sure Andrea doesn't mind. I can't speak for her, but I'm sure she does.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice until just now that everyone has a beard. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, that might be a COVID thing, eh?
yeah.
It was always a laziness thing on my part, anyway.
Ah, So, what's the verdict here, people? Are we all gonna get rich going along the stock market?
It looks like
they're pushing it hard for sure, but can't get in now.
Yeah,
I do. There's a little gap at 28.75 that I was eyeing, but it doesn't want to come back down there.
28.75. Is that on your Russell 2000?
Yeah, on the eight tick range. Or no, sorry, on the ES.
ESs. Yeah,
for the highs,
yeah,
looks like.
I guess day trading. Did you sneak your way into something here, Kiran and Daniele, and at all?
Nothing yet. Just sat down.
I didn't know. I was looking at a short this morning at the 2250 level. But it moved so slow, and I'm glad I didn't take it. I mean, it would have ticked my first target, but then stopped me out at my second one. So yeah, now it's back ripping. So
what time is it? I got about half hour till retail open.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks to me like actually it's interesting that 22 area is probably going to be the reload zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. Right there. Looks like 28.35 has got its target in sight, or the market has 38.25 in sight, I think.
38.25. Yeah.
Yeah, new all-time highs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Show me a high, I show you buy.
Yeah.
Did you see those harmonic charts that I put in the Battlestations room from Igor?
Yep.
Yeah, those are
kind
sick,
of cool. But there is there's that butterfly target up there. I think is well, it's his PRZ. Let's see what level is that at. I think it's I'm sorry, he's got a shark going up there to, I guess it's higher 59.75.
Nice.
So that'd be like popping the top, kind of.
Yep.
FU move maybe, and then it comes back down. That's pretty high though, actually.
And US dollar, so the Dixie is consolidating at the 90 area. So if it can ramp up again and be bullish. Maybe we will see a drop in the ES.
Yeah, I think
That's
the bonds are getting ready to break out, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Let's see. Gold is moving quite slow at the moment.
Yeah, it's opening in 2 minutes.
What?
Gold is opening in 2 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Do we
Is
just?
it actually opening at 3? So like
Mhm.
with oil?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. COMEX
okay.
opens 2 o'clock at 9 o'clock New York. Yeah.
Sure
yeah.
looks like the whole damn market's about to rally here.
Mhm.
Yeah, until tomorrow, and then it'll be. It's
Wow,
ripping
look
one
at
day and dumping
your
Tuesday.
corn's going to put a bullish inside bar here.
Oh,
And on the intraday charts, wow,
take a
crypto
look at
looks very bullish.
that. Oh yeah, if we can confirm this candle in 3 hours, it might be just for me as well. Yep.
And stocks are, of course, pressing higher here. You know, I would ask, but I don't want to offend. But Daniele, what do you think of that Nasdaq? Jesus, that's like very.
Okay, for you, I'm gonna take a look at it. But
I'm just playing with you. You don't have to.
no, it looks bullish as well, playing with this triple top. So looks like
I hate when we get in this environment where everything's just going up,
mhm.
not a balanced.
Yeah, and then usually the market moves slow for day trading purposes as well. That's also a bit it's just slowly grinding higher, like on Friday.
Yeah, that slow grind of death.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for stock prices.
Yeah.
I listened to well, on that Market Huddle podcast this last week, some guy was on talking about order flow in the ES. And I mean, I can't say I understood it all. You guys should go listen to it, but it was pretty interesting to hear him talk. But he was saying there's a skew to that upside grind. Basically, that was like his whole through, because of the way the institutional order flow is happening right now. It's just like the market kind of has this skew to that upward grind, which I mean makes sense. I suppose, like just looking at it at a chart, but it was just cool to hear him explain it more.
Nice.
But I can't remember his name. He's just some Wall Street dude.
PIXY. Geez, that pumped hard on Friday. I never noticed that.
Which one? PI? XY?
PIXY. Looks like it's going to come down a chunk here today. But wow,
Oh yeah, look at that. I didn't see that either. Is that the Staffen one? I think that, yeah, that's the.
Yeah, we had 2 of them, eh?
Well, I don't have that staff, but yeah, that was the other one.
Ooh, that staff is actually looks okay as well.
Damn it. Nice.
Hey, Murat, do you think you could help Kiran with the scripts and the list and stuff like that if you need the students in that level 2 class need help? If you could be the go-between so Kiran doesn't have to be so stressed out about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
With the list for the indicators and so on, or what do you mean?
Yeah, no, I mentioned it to him earlier today. I don't think he's really stressed, but you know, like the TA's kind of half the job is to sort of deal with that sort of in go-between stuff. So Karan doesn't have to be stressed out about that, if it does stress him at all.
There's a couple that haven't got access yet, just to try and keep on top of it. That's oh, am I?
Yeah.
Mute? Oh, no, I'm not on mute. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Thanks. I think Brian just reposted, so anybody that comes back, we can catch them. That's all.
Yeah, then you have to show me the lists where I have to put them in, and then I
Yeah,
just
cool.
make it.
Cool. But so far, I think they're up to speed, anyways.
Yeah.
There was a couple from Friday, but they didn't even put their name on the list, so that's probably why they don't have access. Two of them
That's
like,
a pretty
oh,
big class, eh? There's like what, about 40, 50 people in there?
there is 70.
Ah!
Damn! Holy shit!
87, I think. 87.
Ah, you're kidding me. What have you guys done, Julian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's a good
88.
sign. That means a lot of level oneers pushing forward.
I'd say about 10 of them show up to the actual session. It's funny, like, and some I'm surprised. Like, this is the biggest class we've ever had, and the actual workload is like standard. There's no like additional, loads of questions or nothing. So either they're all getting it, or they're all just too busy doing something else.
I think the level 1 TAs and Grim did a good job, so that's why.
Wow.
Well,
That big of a class, especially when you get into doing gain angles and all that crap, right?
Yeah.
If anything, maybe let's be proactive with the group, Marat, and reach out to them and say, hey, does anybody want to like do like an extra study group or anything like that? Just to throw them a bone. You never know what they might say.
Yeah, we are always active in the chat room and motivate them.
I wasn't even in the room. I was looking on the system going, why is it I can't see any of this stuff? It doesn't make any sense. It turns out I was never in there to begin with. So I asked to be invited. Phew.
Oops. I was thinking about keeping him out, but I said, I suppose I can let him in.
No, that's the one privilege I get, is I get to lurk. Just make sure nobody's nobody. Well, anyway, yeah, I mean, you guys are doing awesome, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've been at all the live sessions. It's been good. It's been cool.
Oh, are you
nice review?
Are you taking the level 2 again, Kevin?
I mean, I'm just sitting in on the live sessions. I don't have access to the school or anything, but it's cool. Yeah, I was just playing with it. I have the domino up on my screen right now. Actually, I was just fucking around with it.
Okay, cool.
That's been cool.
It's like a funny little thing. We might want to just make that script public. I mean, it doesn't have to be private. It seems every term we run into this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like overwork that we don't really need.
Or if you want to throw it to me and I can do the same thing, whatever's easy for you. I don't mind either way.
Yeah, it's almost like you could just you could save it to your TradingView account, Kieran.
Yeah. If you wish.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something we can consider. Just what do you want me to do, Kieran? And I'll. I mean, do I just copy the code and put it on a notepad file? And then just
that's probably the easiest. And then I'll maybe somebody knows how to make it private. I don't know exactly how to do that. So if anybody has any, I'll have a look now. Is there a way to set the Pine script to private?
Yeah, actually,
I've never done it, but I'm sure it's
pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, it'll be like, am I screen sharing? I don't know that I'm screen sharing.
I don't have that page
open. No, you're not.
It's really pretty simple. It's like I'll just email or message.
The funny thing is that anybody watching this can screenshot it here and then type it all out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do.
I'm just kidding.
Show Kieran, all you do is hit this publish script.
Yep.
And it'll give you an option if you want to. Well, you can even see if you want to write an intro and all that kind of stuff. But this is where you just say whether it's public or private.
Perfect. No worries.
It's not hard at all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, I'll copy that script and I'll put it in a notepad and then I'll send it to you on Rocket Chat as a document. Okay.
No worries. Yeah.
I may just cut a little bit of workload out of all this.
Yeah. Make it easy. Yeah. Cool.
Here we go. We're coming off here a bit. What time is it? 7 minutes past. Ooh, a little bear divs coming in on momentum now here for me. So it looks like they have bull push, probably pre-retail open. It's probably done for now.
We just looked. It's the Friday's high, I think.
Get some coffee.
Geez, 7th of June already. Crazy.
What time today, Danielle?
No, no, not today. We got only think CPI numbers on Thursday. But apart from that, there's nothing.
Yeah, and unemployment claims also on Thursday.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, do we get a decent structure to get some pullback entry here?
Hmm.
Think different. That's an interesting name. Think different.
Doesn't look too good, that screen. Juggernaut. Is-
This one? Oh, my
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, looks dangerous.
Well, actually, I was thinking about placing a bid.
Down the lows. Ah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucking jugga.
Yeah, jug addict.
That's I ought to buy it back, I guess. If it comes down, I will.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Like A, B, C, D, but you know, and these little ones, yeah, they're up and down like a horse to horse. Last thing you want to do is chase these things.
Man, that EQOS looks like it wants to blast off. Did you buy that one, Brian? The Chinese blockchain one?
EQOS, wasn't that a Chinese one?
Yeah, Chinese blockchain crypto exchange.
Yeah, I didn't really give myself permission. 650 bid, 681 offered. Really sick. So to answer your question, no, I didn't. But man, I mean, I could see why you'd like that. There's a bunch of these Chinese stocks that all look pretty good, eh?
Cash open the US.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a bunch of stocks that look like this in general, a bunch of small cap stocks. Not even just Chinese.
Yeah, my little NICL that I bought totally crapped out, fuckers.
It did? The nickel in it? Nah. Well, I mean, it's going to be a slow ride.
So it's going to be parked 12 and a half offered here. So I bought it at 30. Fuckers. Goddamn sons of bitches.
I don't know. That thing's still going
I'm just
to launch.
Just being.
I mean, it might take some time, but geez, it's got to. I mean, that one's like a 6x back to the 50% level. Which is crazy.
Yeah, chugger. Jamie stocks are looking a little bit better these days, so that's kind of good to see. They all have this sort of inverted head and shoulders look to them, eh?
Oh yeah, I've noticed that.
Which is kind of the same as the S&P up here. It's kind of looking inward and head and shoulders.
Ah, yeah, that reminds me. You wanted access to the Sierra stuff, Murat. Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Oh yeah,
While I remember.
that would be nice.
I think you're added to it already, but I'll double check.
Whoa, this one looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
CETX.
Yeah, look at that, eh? Something's brewing there.
I haven't looked at that one in a while.
Double earnings number here. What happened here? Huge loss. I wonder what the hell this is.
Oh, they have some NASDAQ delinquencies. So,
So they're just trying to get up to speed.
yeah, let's see. Has not yet filed his 10Q. Oh, so they.
Well, that's good. At least they're trying to clean their act up. Always good to see.
So gold's ripping again.
Is it?
Hmm.
Interesting how silver's not going along with it.
The grain market is really ramping up today.
No, no.
Wheat, corn.
So, how about those beans? Beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread. Somebody's blinging somebody.
Yeah,
What the hell's the damn symbol for beans? What is it? ZB now? Oh, yeah.
Just give me a second. I add you into those. You're not on it.
Soybeans is
No. What the hell is soy?
ZS.
ZS.
Soybean. Yeah.
16 $16 beans. Jesus H Christ. I seem to remember we were looking at this down here. Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were looking at this. I remember last year we were going, oh my God, the food prices are going to go through the roof.
Yeah, you were talking about inflation. And,
Oh, look at that. Ay, fuck me.
yeah, I missed that trade.
Looks like ES is coming back down in my little gap here.
Hey,
But I don't think I can just step in and take long.
Nice.
I'm interested in this 2650 area. And here if we put in decent structure, but
This is an aggressive long area, yeah.
I think I gotta let this bear divergence play itself out before I think about buying here, though. This would take a while. Fudge. Goddamn grains. Jesus, look at that. Man, that was so money. It's weird because meat prices should be lower, right?
just they should. Oh, he's on the phone.
Wow, look at the pig prices.
Watch out. He's just about to call it and dump it. Oh, careful. Watch your positions. He just said it. I read his lips.
Wait, who?
Right.
Oh, oh, is he on mute?
Oh, yeah. Very serious.
Dude, that's too funny.
Nice.
Don't beat.
Actually, I watched a video yesterday. I thought it was so funny on YouTube. I don't know what the hell it was. And some guy goes, "You look like a cross between the Romanov twins Which I thought was hilarious because the guy actually did look like it. I gotta show you this.
Nice.
See if I can show you. Where was it? There's one of these. Did I do the history? What's the history? Yeah, this guy. He's the cute little crypto guy. But doesn't he look like a total the Romanov guy? Like
Oh
the
yeah.
Look at him. He's got the whole total face. Isn't that hilarious?
Are
He's
you?
just a young version of him.
Oh, and I'd say these guys take no prisoners when they're taking the piss either. I recognize a few. They're definitely that Cobain guy, anyways.
Wait, which one's
Is
the
that-
Cobain dude up in the upper right, or?
Top right, yeah.
His name's Kobe?
Crypto Cobain, yeah.
That's the crypto Cobain guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah,
That's the crypto Cobain dude, eh?
it is.
Oh, fascinating. Anyway, this guy here, I thought that was so funny that I think it was this guy. This guy's a bit of a jerk, but this guy looks like that Romanov guy. The top bit. I thought that was hilarious. He's a pretty smart little young guy. He's bullish on Galaxy.
Yeah, nice.
I guess makes sense. That's your Dompet guy. So, anybody find any half decent lithium names to invest in?
Speaking of
Yeah, so-
Cobain,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is he lithium?
well, Nirvana had a song called Lithium.
Ah.
I know I'm not gonna say that was the best joke, but it was witty. I'm just kidding.
It was decent.
That was the time when you were living in Seattle, eh?
No, actually, I lived in Seattle post grunge. No, I'm just kidding. No, that was like because I lived in Seattle in the year 2000, so this post Nirvana at least. Although I would see that the bassist all over the place, Chris or whatever his name is, Novoselic or something. That guy was everywhere. I mean, he's really recognizable. He's like 6'5" or something.
Wow, look at this uranium stock. Perfect bot setup. I remember squawking to you guys about this thing. This is, man, this stock used to be like $50, $60, $70 a share.
Yeah, I was looking at uranium a long time ago. I wanted to just start accumulating some of it, but it's too late now. Again, I'll keep my ear to the ground next time for all this kind of crap.
Well, we probably should see a lot of the VCIMs into the end of the year. There used to always be tons of them in the uranium space, but then uranium kind of went cold there for a while.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
probably should see some new names. Look
Back,
at that. So interesting level there, $1.57 on that bad boy.
back pre-COVID, there was a lot of news coming out how like even the likes of Denison and Cameco were like halting production, and they were just buying it on the open market because it was cheaper. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, something's got to go here, like. And it turns out it was. That's about that. That's that whole cost of production. Pretty good.
It is, I mean, obviously nobody, the question really I have, and I think I even heard some other people talking about this recently is, was the sickness here a convenient excuse for society to hit the reset button? That reset button needed to be hit, and it was just like they had to find some sort of excuse to do it. Is it,
Hey, Craig.
are they related? I don't know, but I think they're coincidental.
Morning, gents.
Morning.
He,
I think definitely.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
they either took advantage of it or
I mean, I don't think anybody really has that kind of control, but it just feels like it's awfully coincidentally convenient. That's probably the way I would say.
definitely on that fence, anyways.
Anyway, look at that cute chart. She's so pretty. I mean, honestly, guys, we're going to go through this inflation period, but what we need to understand as traders is this is awesome for us. This is literally, if you speculate in the market, you want them talking inflation because then that means that prices are going to be uppy and downy and inside and outy and all over the place. If they come in and they start talking about price controls, volatility will just come right out of the market, and then our business model is over.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, this is a delicate balance because at some point here, I think we have to actually start seeing price controls. I think that's the only way that the other if and like you listen to Romanoff guy there I showed you just a few minutes ago. And his scenario is basically about 5 to 10% price inflation annually for like the next 10 years. Just every single year. Chun, 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 chun.
Damn.
Chun, chun. Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, intense is the word. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy how expensive like everyday things will get.
Yeah.
Like things like lumber. Holy shit. After where it's already like 3 or 4x like 2x4s have here at least in the last year.
I mean, the thing is how many years of 5 to 10% price inflation is that price boost building in now? So what'll end up happening is the market will rotate from market to market to market to market, and I think lumber is a kind of a leading indicator.
Right.
So it's going now. Next year it'll be, they'll be talking about the grains. I think the grains that's going to be a huge price influence. And they're going to be talking like one market that hasn't moved is frozen concentrated orange juice.
Right.
I can't believe that's even a few.
It's so funny when I say frozen concentrated orange juice. Everybody always giggles when
I mean, do people use that anymore? Like when I was a kid, that was so popular, but I've never even seen it in the last 20 years.
Oh, dude, they're fucking great.
Yeah, I guess.
You can get the same orange juice as like buying like the $4 or $5 thing for $1. They're now $1.29 instead of 99 cents at my grocery store, but still.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. I guess I just never drink orange juice.
There's fuck all nutrients in that though. I mean, but you're basically drinking sugar water.
Andrea, are you here?
Yeah, totally. You're on.
Yeah.
Are you paying attention to the squeeze on the NASDAQ? Are you taking entry here at the VWAP?
Well, I'm just looking at it. I'm just debating if I want to use the different multipliers in the bands.
Oh,
So
gotcha. I was just curious.
You mean for a long? You're looking at a long?
Yeah.
Really? Because the indicators look really bearish,
Yeah. That's why I'm asking, right? So what I'm looking at right now is if this candle closes as a hammer and then we go up off the top, I think I'm going to take an entry on the 9 minute. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Sorry,
that's all good.
Back in 2 seconds. I won't be able to hear anybody in case.
No worries.
Or actually, I'll pop out because I have to do something with this level 2 guy. He still can't get access to YouTube, so I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, no worries. Brian, did you see they actually took it above that 420 and closed it on the SPY on Friday for the options contracts? We were talking about that last week. Or sorry, 4220 was the like big option on the options that we were looking at last week. There was like
yeah.
And they actually closed it above that level, so it's all closed.
Way above too.
Yeah, I saw that.
It feels to me that I mean all the puts they all completely expired worthless. So that was a home run. The question is, did Wall Street how much? It'd be really interesting to see it. What was the ratio of retail writing of those call options, covered calls, and like actual institutional, like Wall Street, actually writing those options. That would be really interesting because if you found out that they were written by retail, then that means that Wall Street's actually getting long the stock market. If they were written by Wall Street, then it means that they're shilling stock to the public, and the public is buying heavily up top here.
And
How do you figure that out? I don't know.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask you, how do we figure that out?
I don't know. We need to get some sort of fucking options guru in here to tell us. That's why it's really easy just to look at the puts because you know that 90% of them are done by institutions, not covered calls. You know, it would be a really good person to ask that question to would be that Alan Allman guy that I point you guys to in the level 3 program. He would be a really good person to ask that question to. What's his name? Alan Ellman from the Blue Collar Investor. Oh, you guys a free webinar. If you're interested, here's the link.
What's that banging around?
Oh, sorry, that was probably me typing something.
Did you
Oh.
play a Slayer solo?
Like circle out on my
That's
keyboard.
somebody's drumming on their desk.
Yeah, yeah. It was like a drum solo from Slayer or something.
My sister always complains. She says I really hack on the computer. I didn't realize.
So do you play the drums?
No.
It's never too late
You think
to start.
Okay, who's gonna get rich today?
I don't know. I did catch a long last night, or short last night on the NQ. That was pretty good, though.
Morning, everyone.
Hey,
And David. Wow, massive volume coming in up top here.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
sitting right on that gap level I was interested in.
Let's see, can they pop that previous day high nicely?
Yeah, look at it. It's just sitting right up at the top there. Oh,
Yeah.
what a funny market. What is it? It's early June, isn't it?
Mm.
Yep.
Is that what it is? Yeah. What month is it? It's June.
It's
right?
June.
June, yeah.
It's funny that I had to think about that for a minute. I was like,
Today's Thursday, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
it's Monday
What
the
time is it?
7th.
Feels like it's about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Somebody it is.
I'm sure it is for someone, yeah.
Mm.
Is
Not
it like
too much volume traded overnight. Only 170,000 contracts. That's not too much.
Yeah, it feels like we're in a summer session here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kiran was pointing that out. He saw a transition into summer trading.
actually that order flow guy I was talking about was saying it's just going to be slow, like through the whole summer. From now until the whole summer, he was saying.
And then you're going to get really wild volatility, and like on CNBC, they're going to be going crazy and all that, but it's all a sucker's play to get the summer market people in.
Well, we don't have that option expiration until June 18th, so we might go sideways here until then.
Oh, yeah, 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah.
Is there anything really important that's happening econ-wise, Daniele, over the next couple of weeks?
This couple weeks.
Only this week, only yeah, we mentioned it before the CPI numbers on Thursday and unemployment claims. And on Friday there was something on only the University of Michigan consumer sentiment numbers, I think.
Pretty quiet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything less than 300k pre-market or overnight is poor volume.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's important or not, but I did see on Wednesday there's a 10-year note auction. I don't really know what that is. Like treasury notes, but
They're constantly, because remember the U.S. government's spending way more money than they have.
Corporate cash active open. See further advancement.
There you go. So what's important there, Craig, is you want to follow the bid to cover ratio on those auctions.
okay.
So and
Write that
ideally,
down.
you'd like to see them at least 1.5 to 2 times bid to cover. And that'll give you a gauge as to, because the U.S. government will now, for the next 20, 30 years, we're going to constantly be hearing about them spending more than they have and what's the international demand for all this U.S. debt. And I guess the question, I think the $64,000 question now for us over the next 5 years, this is serious shit, guys, is the world going to be moving away from this U.S. dollar hegemony system? Who would, I guess the question ultimately is who would be most likely to break this Saudi Arabia U.S. oil pegging to the U.S. dollar system? Okay?
What the hell's a Russell doing? Do you see this, Kevin?
China.
Yeah, China, I think is not really, Craig. I'm kind of trying to watch the ES right now, but
Russell just popped up super big.
Yeah, I did notice it was just grinding. There wasn't a trade for me earlier, and it's just been pushing higher and higher.
Yeah, a big old candle just popped out over there with huge volume.
Oh yeah,
Holy
I see
shit.
that. I wonder if that. I mean, that seems
volume is ridiculous. What the fuck?
Kind of seems to lead the ES, so I wonder if it will happen right here.
Yeah,
I've noticed a lot.
Watching them.
Yeah, I noticed a lot. It'll lead a bit.
What's your SMH doing?
No idea.
Shake my head. It's actually putting an inside bar right now. Oh wait, sorry, that was the wrong chart. Yeah.
Same with Nvidia popped and AMD is looking to pop up to the upside here as well.
Wow, I just noticed there's a key reversal on AMD down there at the bottom on the daily chart at $73. Son of a bitch, I never saw that. Just like
Those key reversals are powerful, eh?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, now the Nasdaq popped a bit, and the Russell was first. That's interesting. What do you see, Trent? You guys looking for longs or shorts?
I'm long from 28 there.
Oh, nice.
Nice, took it. Nice.
Oh, that's a violent reversal.
That's the same level as the entry for the squeeze.
Nice.
Oh, I did get filled. Why didn't I not get filled? I had an order sitting right there at 4227.25, and it went lower than that. What? Well, fuck you, paper trading on Trading View then, I guess.
It might come back. I think it's gonna rip here. Let's try another one if it comes back here.
Yeah, it's kind of banging off the level I've been hunting too. Do you have that WPF warrant, Brian?
WPF.
W. It's one of those acquisition companies. It's like Gap and hired it. I mean,
Oh yeah. Do I grab this or not? That's a good looking chart. Oh, I wasn't able to get into it. The ones I'm in are down, down, and nothing. Look at this one. Look at that RMED.
oh shit!
Remember this
Damn.
fucking thing? I'm long from like $20.
Yeah, I do remember that. I'm out of
I'm
it.
long from over here. And the funny thing is, even at $20, I might actually still make some money considering these.
You probably will.
stocks. Look at that. Still at the gap. It's got a gap at $162. So I might still be okay. Look at that, at $3 now. Jesus. So
Damn.
look at that damn W there the other day, eh? Fuck me.
Damn.
And I even remember going, oh no, I can't trust these cocksuckers. Can't trust them. Can't trust them. This is remind me to talk about this in the daily brief. This is a really good example. You hit your risk limit, can't put any more money into it. No matter how fucking good it looks, I have to have discipline and just say, like, enough is enough. Needless to say, I hit my. I can't buy any more of that thing. Boo! Hate you. Now get your fucking ass up to $100 a share. And from what I understand, I think that technology is supposed to be pretty good.
Doom, doom, doom.
Ooh, that HUSA. Look at it just quietly just sitting down.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
I need to Wyckoff check that W to get me in. Let's go.
I haven't done anything there yet either, but I like that one. I was just looking at it.
Yeah, I have an entry there at the Wyckoff check of that little W, hopefully.
2350.
Joe Z was throwing some more ideas at me. Check this one out. It's not like it's ready to go just yet. That was one. ZEV. Did he mention that one recently?
I don't know. He sent me some new names to you.
Then I got in on that channel. Yeah, it's like looks like the market opened up with a lot of piss and vinegar, but it's kind of waning.
Oh yeah, it is, and they're all kind of coming back a little bit here.
Yeah. Well.
Wow, what the hell? NASDAQ is
Yeah.
just whoop, down we go.
Yeah, same with this.
Oh yeah, your
Stop.
ES, bam, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, it just made a little M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did.
Let's see what my little.
The cancel that
what am
M
I
it just made.
playing?
Interesting. So Brian, your stop on that is like 1413 somewhere, right? On your bot?
On what?
On your bot on ES?
Well,
see.
me, like first thing in the morning, I drew this up, and really, I think what this is. Can you guys see my screen? I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think what this is remember we pointed out that funny little wick. So remember that had to get eaten. It was such a weird bar. So they look at the double top that they put in up here right against that wick. Insane. Triple top, eh? Remember that? So I think they broke that down trend line with the overnight session here. And really, I think my rule is I got to see a W on the other side of this. So I got like one low, two lows. I would like to see another low, and I also don't like the look of this node down in here. It doesn't look exactly right. So first thing this morning I drew was the uptrend line and then the little cups and I think 200 SMA. I could see that if something was going to develop, it's going to be somewhere down in here. So then I put on the 3-minute. And actually that was about there, so I've had to drag it up higher a little bit. You can even see I've had it's moved up a little bit more than even there. So there's my cups, there's the trend line, there's a reload zone. I do like a trade down in this area. There's that funny little sort of almost like valley there in the profile. So this is where I really think if I'm gonna, hunt a trade, I really want to try and sneak in somewhere around here. So then I look at the momentum indicators. This is my process right now. And I saw this bear div. I mentioned that a little while ago. I can't really touch the long until this bear div plays itself out.
Fair enough.
And I don't have enough here to justify like a serious, like Willie's not even stupidly oversold yet. So it was interesting. That was a hell of a battle there. Right. And I was looking at Karan picked some up off of this level. I could understand that this would be a floor. That doesn't surprise me. So impressive pickup there. But it's almost like they just did like a little mini value high, value low hold trade there, eh? Low to high and then back down. Just wash some stops. I actually think, looking at this, it's probably going to be like either this is a head and shoulders, down we go, or this is like it's going to be a new bot that forms here for me. So as it stands right now, until this div is really sort of cleaned up, and I'm like, oh shit, hey, it looks like W's and stuff. I think I just got to cool my jets and just sit there and do nothing. But I do like the long side of the market here.
Yeah, I stopped on my first trade anyways. I had a tight stop just to give it a go up here. But
yeah, how tight was your stop?
6 ticks.
6. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah,
I tried one as well.
Did you trail that position up as it was in the money there, Kiran?
No. I initially, because it's so high, I didn't want it to break the low. Hold on, I've removed it now. I didn't want it to break the low at 26.75.
20. And it did by like 2 ticks there.
Yeah, I know. I should have really kept it full, but I didn't.
Yeah, I mean that's way too lower time frame for me. You guys are such sharpshooters with that stuff. That's just not me. I'd love for it to be, but it's kind of cool watching you guys.
Yeah, I tried one as well at the 27.75 level, and once we broke bearish on the microstructure, I scratched it with a +1 tick. So
nice.
I'm basically at scratch.
This feels like it could puke out here for whatever.
Yeah. I was even thinking about reversing my position, like to get short. Yeah, because we did break on the microstructure here. So with a stop above this candle, I don't really. I don't want to shoot all my bullets at the beginning, but this looks bearish, so we could come back down.
It's indecision for me at the moment.
Yeah.
So if we can get back below 23.50 and hold, I like the short. For now, we just gotta wait. Well,
I just can't believe how uppy Russell is compared to everything else right now.
Yeah, I saw that it just caught another little bounce, pulled back,
blew
and
out
bounced.
that bear div. So.
Ooh, look at this silver.
This is silver. Oh. My very, very poor impression of a French accent. That's what that was.
A French silver aficionado.
You're one of those French silver barons? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. The way Brian said it triggered me and made me want to say that. I don't know where it came from.
Thanks, buddy.
That's
I
awesome.
think I triggered your alter personality. Maybe. That was adorable.
Sometimes the brain to mouth filter just kind of discontinues itself.
Dump it.
It's just she's teetering on the edge here, eh?
I think we're gonna dump.
There must be waiting for somebody. There's no news or econs or anything coming out here this morning, eh?
Not right this second. I mean, in a few hours there is. I just don't know how much, like, I think RU is Russia. Yeah. I don't know how much Russia or Japan's things matter.
Japan's pretty important. Russia's not that important.
Yeah. So Japan, I mean, this is like 8 hours from now, but they have a growth quarter over quarter for Q1. And whatever current account APR means, I don't know what the current account part of that statement is.
Probably annual percentage rate.
Yeah, I just don't know why they call it current account. That's weird.
So a current account just simply what's sort of the net inflow outflow.
Oh, okay.
Usually those are really important when if you're looking at sort of like longer term trends, and it would actually be interesting to see what the current accounts look like for those Asian countries. They should be super bullish.
Well, we'll find out in like 8 hours.
Like I got an inside bar that fired on Bitcoin, so I'm not really feeling downy right now for risk.
Pullbacks are buying opportunities for sure. Just wait
Yeah, like that 9 minute wants me to be hunting longs, believe it or not. Like that bot setup. It's just that this feels like a summer market, and the SP. I mean, fuck the SPYs. They've got a gap from. What the hell is that? Is that right? 418. What the hell number is that? 418.77. So I mean, if you could have the spiders come all the way down here, 418.80 whatever. And we haven't broken down here.
No, morning, Grim.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Hello.
Morning. My Jeff is gotta do it.
Wow, Russell, hello, bye. Well, Russell hit the chaos level of if I had taken that trade, obviously. But he
Damn.
didn't.
Yeah, it went for it. I mean, that's kind of
Russell
shit
is
the Russell
freaking-
does all the time, man.
I know, right?
I'm
It
like
is.
watching
I
the
agree.
ES going like, dude, this thing's not moving.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
I posted a video about the climate change, like carbon credits. I think that's what they're going to move to. We were talking about the dollar earlier, and how it may not be the world currency. So I was looking for this video ever since then, and I finally found it.
Dr. Shiva?
Yeah, he's an MIT professor.
Right on. This is for you, Graham.
Is that a recording now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Stand by.
Dump it.
Dump it.
All right, we got the freaking electronic dance song of "Dump It." I forgot. Pump it and dump it.
Oh, there it is. There's the dump.
Yeah, they finally they just.
Yeah.
I mean, they had already put in the M, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So now if I get my bull divs starting to confirm, then I can think about joining this bot. Yeah, and who knows? This might take an hour or two to develop.
I haven't paid attention to my currency this morning. What's going on there? Let's see. YouTube. No, fucking nothing's going on there, really. Why did my alert not go off for that? What?
You got your microphone on there, Craig, just so you're aware.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted. My bad. Whatever. Peek inside
Craig,
my
you're
mind.
muted. Ah, no, okay.
think you're muted.
So this morning, we had this bullish breakout on ES from the squeeze, but it was invalidated by the internal momentum stuff. I got a big M on MACD and RSI, and Willie coming out of stupidly overbought kept me from putting this on. So we'll see whether that's a good thing or a bad thing as time progresses here. But
On which one? Sorry, Graham, I didn't see which. I didn't hear what currency or which.
On ES, we had a breakout here, right? Right at the mark. Right. Well, it wasn't the market open. It was before market open, but the internals kept me out of that. By the time I saw it, we were over here, and we had this M that came in on MACD and on Willie, and then RSI is just now confirming lower as well. So looks like it might have been a good thing that it kept me out of there.
No, yeah, for sure. I didn't take it either. I was just curious.
Willie saved my ass so many times, man. Willie is the best indicator ever. In my opinion, really.
For sure.
And I configured my Willie now that I see the MACD also on the Willie, and somehow the RSI. So
can you show us what that looks like? I'm curious, like how it looks to stack all those.
Pictures, please. Use Swab Turkish Debonair Monster Trader. There he is. Look at that smile. There he is. You can always tell when Murat smiled, his eyes light up. So awesome.
Re-squeeze there.
1 minute.
There. Squeeze there.
Oh, so close. Mountain Man's 42.21 for whatever it's worth. So close. Oh, there's a screen.
So
okay, so and this is this on TradingView or are you on a different platform?
no, this is TradingView.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And here, so
TradingView, wow.
Awesome tool. So here's my Willie, and I changed the settings to so the Willie, the blue line you see here is a 50 Willie, and the 13 EMA is based on a 21 Willie, because if I want, I can have like one fast and one slow Willie on the chart here.
Oh,
so I took a fast Willie for my decisions, but to see the trend and the MACD on the Willie, I'm using the 21 and 13 EMA. So
the only difference is actually your middle one, because the default that I have on Willie Div is 21, 6, 13. So your length tubing 15 is the only actual difference.
Yes, but what I also changed is are the levels, because generally I'm using the 32, so minus 32 and minus 68 from the standard deviation, so from the middle line. And generally, if we break the 32 from the upside to the downside, that's my entry sign. And if you see here now, if I with my settings, if the Willie is breaking the EMA, then this would be also a break on the MACD. So generally, I don't need the MACD anymore, because I would see on my Willie, when we break with the Willie breaks the EMA, then also the MACD would be negative. And if the EMA is below the 50 line, then we are actually like the signal line of MACD would also be negative. So this would be a downtrend for me. So that is how I read it. And then
interesting.
And if the MACD is like here in an uptrend and we come down and we break the EMA up again, that would be like a retracement and a follow through for the trend. And really good, you can see it here. So the EMA is way above the 50 line. It's in my zone between minus 20 and 32. So that's quite bullish. So this would be Julian's green zone on his RSI. And so every retracement of the Willy, every retracement of the Willy below the 68 and a break above it again would be my entry again, because we are following the trend. And and like you see,
that's cool. If you want to, I think you and I should do like a video, sort of like almost like we did this sort of part 1 of Willy, and now what I see here is sort of like taking Willy the next generation and further applications of your Willy, stuff like that. Super cool.
Yeah, we can do it, because it really, Brian, what you created there is really awesome. And if you see the breaks of the Willy of the EMA, here is also this similar with the MACD. So I have the MACD still on, just for a second, like a second confirmation. But
yeah, actually, I've never made that connection before, but I think I understand what your logic here. It probably still take me a little bit longer to understand this, but that's super cool.
Yeah, that was just a quick,
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. So I asked you,
that's awesome.
Show us, and you showed us. Thank you.
Yeah, because
thank you, Brett.
I also heard that we are generally able to see maybe 3 to 5 signs in on one view. So I was trying everything out and compared the Willy with every indicator, with the RSI, with the Bollinger Band width, and so on. And at the end, I came to these settings that I can see. Actually, I just need 2 indicators, my volume and Willy. That's enough.
Well, and I like that, because what that says to me is you own this fucking indicator now.
Yeah, I made it.
Like
I made
that.
it.
It's not called the Willy anymore. It's called the Murat.
Well, isn't that the word for monstrous, manly piece of man meat and
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the definition of Murat, actually. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He's really freed that Willy.
Oh, geez.
You want to see my Willy, yeah? So next time. Yeah.
Well, no. What we call this is we're gonna call this Murat's Willy.
Fuck me, man. This Russell
Murat's
looks
Willy.
strong as hell.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, now you got me watching it
point
again,
here
Craig.
is, oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh, nothing.
Sorry, I was commenting on the Russell. My bad. I interrupted Brian.
Yeah.
Point is, I thank you so much for explaining that. And then number 2, if you have some time, I think you and I ought to have a video conversation about this, and this would be a great addition to the library.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm done. I'll put myself.
Sorry, I also didn't want to distract anybody.
Oh, it's all good. You guys are great. That was a cool conversation. Thanks, Murat.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, no divs yet, but Willy actually on the 3-minute now is minus 76.09, so not quite stupid. Raw Willy's 90. Oh, there we are. We just hit minus 100. So I doubt we're going to go a hell of a lot more further lower here. In the short term, RSI now sitting 29, so it's gone to minus. So, and we just hit Mountain Man 42.21. Bar low here is 42.21 even. So we're in my zone. As soon as a div comes in and any kind of bullish candle pattern, I got to think about getting in on this bot setup here. And it ain't here yet.
ES is might fire a short squeeze signal in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I don't mind. Sorry.
Grim, you said you had a long squeeze come in overnight. So has that signal now reversed and gone the other direction?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Well, I only got part of my long signal. That's what I was saying. Is the squeeze breakout? The squeeze breakout happened, but I also need momentum W's to get in long, and I did not have those. In fact, I have on the 9-minute I had M's, and that kept me out of that trade. So right now, the squeeze, we're breaking out on the other end of things. Now we're not breaking out on the bearish side on squeezes.
Interesting. So your hunting license switches over to hunting bear setup soon?
Soon. We're now below the VWAP as well, but we're kind of fighting around the VWAP. So if we can come down and firmly close below the bottom Keltner channel and below that VWAP, then that's my bearish hunting license. So
okay, thank you.
Basically, how I interpret this is where the market's trying to decide which way it's going to move out of that squeeze, and it's vacillating back and forth. So I don't have much to do yet, but keep an eye.
Yep, nothing so far correct.
And I think Daniela even mentioned this before a lot of you guys showed up, that today's Monday, it's summer market, volumes are really, really low. We might have just seen like the better part of the market volatility for the day here.
Yeah, it looks like.
What the heck?
Looks like the action's going around the open and half an hour into the session, and then slows down.
Wow. Hey, David, did you sneak your way back into those UUU warrants, or are you completely gone from there?
I'm completely out of that one. Did I miss something?
It's $5 now.
Yeah, I was waiting for one more check of those blows, and it never came in. I was waiting for those tails to get eaten on the daily.
So a site member, holy Jesus, look at that RMED now. Fucking cocksuckers. Go, you son of a shit! I've been waiting forever, I know. Sorry, a little excited there. For whatever it's worth, anybody watching the video, I am long from, I think like my average is somewhere right around here. Blech. Piece of crap. And I hit my 5% risk threshold limit on this because I was averaging down. And I don't even know if I'm screen sharing or not, but anyway.
What was your max risk, Brian? So I didn't hear that.
Well, 5%, right? Not allowed to risk more than 5%.
Okay, I didn't know if you had a lower one. I didn't hear what you said. Gotcha.
So 5% was the number. As soon as I hit that, I had to rein it in. And I mean, hopefully I'll get released here. But anyway, good to see that it's moving in the right direction. I mean, look at that move, though. What's killer is look at that W that just came in.
Man, that popped, though.
This thing has been long overdue. It's got pretty good FA. It's just they've just been, rolling the stock back, just crushing more parts and shit. But at least my account will be moving up. That's good to see. Ooh, wow, what's going on here? Oh. I noticed these. That's what I was saying. Sorry about that. We had a site member who actually did quite a presentation on SPACs. Are you guys interested in SPACs at all?
I mean, they seem to be showing up everywhere on the screeners last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice.
The question is, I'm not quite sure how to present this. Maybe Kevin? Actually, why don't we, Kevin, maybe you could do me a favor. You and I maybe talk tomorrow night before the TRI SOF meeting.
All right.
I can show you what this person has done.
Cool.
And we review sort of how we're going to share this with the community. It's pretty
Sweet.
impressive. I'll tell
Great.
you.
Thanks, Brian. That'd be great.
Well, you'll be thinking.
Hey,
this
Kevin.
person, that's for sure.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Well, I don't know who this person is, so I can't do that. So I'll thank you and Kevin instead.
Well, we haven't done anything yet, so anyway, something to look forward to. But you guys are interested in SPACs?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way I see it is they've all come back, or they're at least starting to come back down, like the ones that kind of rallied so hard last year. And then, yeah, like Craig said, they're starting to show up on the screeners, especially all those acquisition corps that are showing up on the warrants. Those are all SPACs, basically. And I can't figure out if, like, those warrants are actually going to become other companies. Like we bought that, or I bought that WPF when I was just talking about, like, I think that company will actually turn into another company down the road if they can make the SPAC work, but I'm not sure how that. I'd love to learn how that works.
Yeah, yeah, there is some of that in this presentation too.
Cool.
So, but I need help. It's massive files, like gigabyte size.
Is it? Oh,
files.
so it's like it's not a video.
I think he did like a full presentation. In fact, I think there's a dog and pony show. We'll judge his quality by the presentation by the food that they serve. So if he's serving hot dogs, then it probably sucks. If it's caviar, then fuck, let's take some of his paper. What? Sorry.
When I was
sound logic there.
young, I used to work for this law firm out of Portland, and I was just like their one of their IT guys, right? So I was in charge of, amongst other things, like getting all the AV equipment into and out of the room when they were doing presentations for clients. And so they always overorder food, right? And they would always order like really like lobster and shit like that, right? So so I always had first dibs on any leftover food. It was great when I was young. Loved it.
That's cool. I remember I used to do the video conferences for AstraZeneca and Pfizer and there's a couple other big ones, Roche. Man, they used to God, the money that these stupid corporations would spend on these things. It's way overspent.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine how much that law firm spent on just paying for the eating of nibbles at their meetings. It was incredible.
It was just a cost, right? And of course, it just turned up as a line item part of the bill.
Oh, I'm sure they charge their clients for it. Yeah, absolutely.
And oh, by the way, the law firm just so happens to be a minority shareholder in the Lobster Bisque Cafe, but we won't mention that.
Right.
Oh goodness. All right, let's see how your futures are doing now. Dun, 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 dun. Bull divs, nothing yet. You're right, Matt. Graham, Jesus, this MACD histogram looks like.
Yeah, the internals are super heavy. I'm definitely short leaning if we can get this to fire here.
Well, I've got one low, two lows. I've got my third low now. So now what I need is I got to have a nice little W come in on the old.
I don't mind a last long into this 42.18 level. So on the 20 tick, this is an important level here.
Yeah.
But obviously you gotta wait for something to develop. And if this breaks, then this is a huge double top. And if this 14 breaks, I mean, then it's pretty much confirmed. So,
you know that we have the thesis that markets should really bottom sort of the end of June, beginning of July. So, you know, if that double top does come in, that would support that kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, momentum.
So I've got a bearish hunting license if we close this candle below 42.20. So,
all right.
Did you catch that monster long on the Nasdaq on Friday? I'm just curious.
No, I wasn't trading on Friday. I was busy moving furniture and stuff. So.
Oh right, how'd that go?
Oh, it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna be moving for a month.
It's smart to kind of do it slowly though, so you don't get overwhelmed at one day.
Look at gold ticking up here. Surprised you guys aren't talking about gold.
Yeah, I was interested in a long earlier, but I missed it. So it just came down and ticked it. So my green box was here before, so I don't even know if I would have gotten filled.
NASDAQ have a
But-
double top breakdown working here?
Oh, really?
Limit orders are pushing on the ES.
On the 9-minute, potentially. I don't have a confirmation for a double top on it, but
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, huh. Yeah, there's your leader, eh? So if this thing pukes out, oh boy.
Danielle or Kieran,
I
can
mean,
you
look
on
at
the
that MACD on Nasdaq as well. Same thing.
Yep. Right.
on ES? I think we've got an absorption on the ES at the moment on that level.
So it closed on it, yeah, Krim?
On ES.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't. I even know my license
Oh.
yet.
That last candle doesn't count for you? It looked like it closed
There's,
on the counter.
Maybe it
That's one
closed right
idea.
at it. I'd like to see it close below it.
Okay.
Ideally,
And 1950
I'm a little flexible on that. Sometimes, if everything else looks in my direction, I'll take it if it just moves across this Keltner. But at times like this, where we have these kind of, it feels like there's a fight between it. You know, it's not
Yeah.
a clear direction. In that case, I really want to see it close below this.
Was it at that 1950 level, Marat? And
Um,
Marat, did you see that too?
Yeah, it
No.
closed one tick below it looks like, and that's why I was asking.
I see on the ES that what we had a few days ago that we didn't.
Yeah, I know. That's really super important. I can't stress enough. Kiran, did you see that same behavior?
No,
No. Okay.
no, not this time.
Oh,
I'm watching it. I'm watching it though. Now that you brought my attention to it, but it doesn't seem to be. We'll see.
Yeah, if we could somehow get a screenshot of that happening in real time, that would be fucking gold.
Yeah, we've got a replay function in Sierra charts, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Did you try it on the replay that time? I
So
know
they're
Danielle
puking
actually
back
tried.
into this level. You should see the absorption if this is for real.
It popped it.
Yeah, it's now heating it down. So I see a lot of. So I've got the heat map, and we've got a lot of limit orders below us now.
Yeah, seen
They're
it.
pulling it in and out. So I
Mm.
don't know if this is a swooping to the downside or if we can just hold it here.
It looks like down to me, anyways.
Yeah.
For me too. Yeah. Now,
The
pulled
behavior
the-
that we saw that Kiran mentioned there, it should be quite startling. So yeah, it should stand out pretty obvious. And I don't have any bull divs. There's nothing here working for me at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. This looks very down on the momentum indicators and stuff.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt, but it was really like if we can get a screenshot of that absorption event, the way that, because that was super valuable information.
and also
Yep, when we see it again, for sure, I'll give it a go. Yeah.
yeah.
Do they have on Sierra charts? Do they have that counters ratio that measures the market orders versus limit orders? You know what I'm talking about, Kiran?
No,
You ever seen that on I think it's tensor charts?
they might have it, but I haven't seen it, so I'd have to look into it. I'll take a note of it though. Counters ratio. Let me see.
I don't know if you can see my screen here. What the hell is this? Do you guys use this? GPU at rendering?
Hold on, let me go to your screen 1 second. I have no idea.
Have you tried GPU rendering of heat map charts? It can render more data and faster. You can
It
always
uses
turn it
your
off.
graphics card instead of your CPU to render the data is what it's asking.
Do I do it or not?
I mean, personally, I probably would, but I don't know exactly. To be fair.
Yeah, well, what the hell? Boom. No more website.
Just it all breaks. Just that's it. The end.
Okay, so it's this ratio down here at the bottom of my screen, Crank. Can you see that? Do you remember us talking about this?
Yep.
I mean, I actually talked about this in level 3. The counters ratio.
Yeah, you mentioned it briefly. I really haven't used it at all.
Anyway, it just simply measures the limit orders versus market orders.
Okay.
And if market orders outweigh limit orders, then you get green bars buy on the buy side and red bars on the sell side.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a great way to measure sort of public participation, what the public is doing.
Mm.
And if these things get real, like you can actually see when they sort of get really big, okay, obviously the public's doing something big. Like I would look at this and go, the public massively FOMO long here based on all this. I don't know what it means, but it's interesting
makes
to
sense.
see Bitcoin coming down now.
Could you repeat that again, Brian? What it is? It's the difference between.
It's they measure this counters ratio, and then what these guys do a lot is they just simply measure market orders versus limit orders.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So public enters market orders.
Mm-hmm.
Institutions, us, we do limit orders.
Where do you see the limit orders on that?
Well, this ratio here is the ratio of market versus limit.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose if you subscribe to their site and you ask for the breakdown, they probably give you the data if you want it.
There is something similar. That's why I was asking. There is something similar, but it's called cumulative delta, which is
Yeah. That's what this is. Yeah.
Okay.
Cumulative delta, exact same thing.
Yeah. Okay. You've got that on Sierra. Yeah.
So it might be handy to sort of get a measure for what the public is doing versus what institutional players are doing.
So, Grim, what are you thinking here? Since we're basically at the 4669, that M on the top breakdown, I don't know if I can take this trade.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Is if I'm going off of this M, like 4669, even if I go off this low here, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's still like this level. And if we hit that, now here's what my thought process. If we hit that, we're damn close to actually confirming this M.
Bigger M. Yeah. I saw that.
And so I think what I may do is I may have to wait, just be patient, and see if we can confirm this larger M and then look to get in on a pullback to one of these levels here, or even if it like rallies way back up here, right? But I don't think this, like, I just have my confirmation for my hunting license here.
Yeah.
I'm not entering a market order like I usually do. Again, we're kind of in this middle of the road area, and we're close to that 4669. So there's not really a profitable trade there. So I either need a pullback up to this level here, like way up here to 2675 to get short, or I need it to come on down, break through here, and then I'll trade off of this large M.
Yeah.
Hey, check out the little foggy extension off of this tight little failure that just happened.
Hold on. Let me switch your screen.
4669 is basically that low.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That was my problem. If we confirm way down here, then I can't use that as a target because my risk to reward's all out of whack, right?
Right. So what I would say here is this is just going to be nothing more, and then we went after the stocks.
Yeah.
This is summer, low liquidity, no new news. They're gonna screw as many people as they can.
Yeah.
So it's up to me. I would be really surprised if this range really resolves without some sort of FA driver. So, like this is a top step. I'd go All right, are we gonna go back into the claw? Oh, what a wonderful claw! Oh, that was terrible. Anyway, you can see if we accept back above here, probably that's like 38.2s. And actually, what I find often happens with this boggy, this 2.618, is the market will actually play ping pong between these ranges. So if we actually do accept back above 2.618, we're going to be bouncing back and forth between here and here. That's what I think will happen. So anyway, that's only opinion. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, I could see all that for sure. Either way, at this point, I'm kind of sitting on my hands.
Yeah.
If we're gonna break down, I need a definitive breakdown below this level, and then I might be interested in getting short on a pullback on this big M. But that would be a lot of action today. So as you say, I'd expect some kind of news event to drive that.
I think probably also too, like you short-term scalpers, 24.25 should be a massive battle level.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
38.2 as well.
And if you draw a fixed
Yeah.
range, you will probably also see some levels there, because the big red candle, which came down, was a high rate of change, so it moved really fast down.
Yeah.
The holes in the volume are often built by market makers who are pulling out their limit orders. Yeah, and so this is a sign that there is a big player who is coming in with a big order, and the market makers see that, so they pull out.
Can you show us a picture? What are we looking at?
Yeah, if you draw a fixed range,
You have to
now,
share
where
your
you draw
screen
your
again.
Oh, you mean off of me, off of my chart, or are you showing us something, Murat? What are you showing us?
No, I was talking about your chart.
Oh, so you're saying off of this big candle here, there was a lack of volume?
Yes, and you see it also on the right side. Even over the whole range, there is. We were at that level before, at the beginning of your screen, and then we came in this level again, and there is still a pocket. So the muacs,
Yeah.
and it also comes from the market profile, trading style. So at these levels, the market makers are pulling out their limit orders because there is no interest in trading this level. And if you have a level like this, there were probably a big player before who was putting in big selling orders. And these are the muacs which are really interesting, because if we hit this again, we probably.
Oh, we just lost you.
And that's the powers that be cut him off right when he was about to unleash the secret.
Yeah, if we hit this level
secret, yeah.
again, then the Illuminati are gonna shut off your feed.
It's just like just cut him off. They're like
Yeah,
dragging him out in
again?
handcuffs now.
Do it again. So when we hit this level and
If we hit.
they don't
Wow.
Like your mic got unplugged there.
That's incredible.
1 minute.
I got a piss, man. So just hold the thought. Hold the thought.
I have a feeling my life is about to be changed forever, but then
Can you hear me now better?
Then Google Hangouts stepped in.
Yes, that's much better now.
Okay, yeah.
still kind of quiet, but
Okay,
Yeah.
1 minute.
Wait for Brian to come back from the bathroom. He said, "Hold your thought."
Yeah. I will wait for a minute.
Just
Yeah,
be
hold your
prepared.
willy.
Have the mic plug in your
Hold your
hand.
willy and
right
wait.
when he comes back, be like, "All right, so Brian, what I was saying was."
Really fuck with him.
Yeah, I'm speaking out some secrets, so somebody doesn't want it. The 1%ers don't want
The
it.
AI that is active, that runs the world, is not appreciating your tone, your statements.
Shut it down.
So I never really thought I had much in the way of allergies till I moved to where I moved here. Where the county next to us is where the U.S. produces almost all of its grass seed, it turns out, Lynn County. And so our county gets all the pollen from that seed production. And right now our grass pollen rate is higher than it's been since 2010. It's awesome. It's a great time to move. It's fantastic, guys. What I'm saying is,
did
craft
Marat get
futures
his
are going
volume
straight
back?
up.
Okay. Did Marat get his microphone back?
I hope so.
We'll find out.
There he is.
Let-
Okay, here we go again. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your
I
screen.
actually zoomed out a little bit, and we noticed that that was a massive muak level, and we were talking about the big candle and the muak. And then I zoomed out and I noticed, look at this incredible structure that was also
Yeah.
off of this exact same level. So
Yeah.
clearly, this is a pretty darn important level. So I thought it was fascinating your comments about market makers. So
Yeah.
you want
And,
to try again?
Yes, so also the structure on the left side, so the left leg of the M, these three drives, you see often that the institutionals are like distributing their position, so they are building their short here. And after these three lifts higher, you see that big red candle around 1630. So if you
This
know.
one?
No, on the other side.
Over here?
Yeah, that one. And that was the first moment where the big boys were loaded up with their shorts. So if you draw a fixed range now from the top.
Volume profile?
Yeah, volume profile, yeah.
Of the candle itself, the big red candle?
Yeah, that one, or you can also take the other high before.
That
So
high?
at
Or all the way up top?
42, yeah, from there.
Okay.
And now draw it just till 1930. Doesn't matter.
Going forward or backward?
No, forward, yeah.
Okay.
Forward a little bit more. A little bit more.
More?
Do you mean 1930 on the time, Murat?
Yeah, 1930 on the time.
Oh. So to
Yeah,
there?
yeah, around there.
Or that low?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there. So now what you see is that we have a distribution in the volume profile at the top, and
Yeah.
then we've got this lower bars in the volume profile just at that moment or in that area where the big red candle came apart. Yeah, there. And so this is what they call withdrawal of liquidity. So the market makers seeing the big boy or the big boys who are filled up with their shorts, and then they are going short. And the market makers see that and they pull out their limit orders.
Mm.
And then they make the way free for the big boys for their short. And then we came back in this area again. So we retested it. And then the market makers saw again, oh, okay, the big boys are still here. And then we had the other big red candle on the way down. No, later on. Or I can share my screen and show it to you.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's easier.
What is it? It's still early June, right?
So if we have it now here on my screen. So the important areas are here, where we have this red candle, and if I draw the volume profile from here, you see it here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So we had some volume up here, but in this moment where the candle broke down, we have a low in the volume profile. So here is the moment where the market makers step out of the way and let the way free for the big boys. And then on that same level, if I draw it here, boom. so they overshoot here a little bit, the buyers, and then we had, if I draw the volume profile here, we had the same, we had somehow the same reaction here. And if I just draw it here and go in the minute chart, yeah, you see also here that when we came down, also probably the limit, the volume, we had higher volume bars. But the important thing is that we had here this low volume, the MUAC, yeah, and this is made by the market makers. And so what you said was, if we come to the level around 25 or 24.50, now wait a minute. So here we are just coming in that area where the market makers pull out their liquidity and made the way free for the big boys. So it is highly, we've got a high probability that we move up here, maybe rotate a little bit and then come down.
What do you mean they pull out the liquidity? Like, do you mean, what does that mean?
They pull out their buy orders.
So you mean so by the market makers, you mean the exchange has buy orders they put in themselves, so they keep people like us from putting in buy orders or something like that?
The brokerages, not the exchange. The exchange has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying that like Robinhood or whatever would, or Tradeovate would pull out. What do you mean by pull out the buy orders? Like they make it so you cannot put them in, or what?
Yeah. So we've got like traders like us in the market who are putting in like limit sell and limit buy orders. And we've got also like the market makers who are filling some levels or who are also in the market and or working for big like banks and so on.
You've done the level 3, right? This Thomas talking, right?
Yeah, it's me. Like, I'm just wondering, like, exactly.
You know, like who's making the market for Microsoft? You know, who's making the market for Intel? Somebody's making a market. They're like contractually obligated to run the order book.
Yeah.
Same thing at the options business. It's exactly the same thing. Somebody's contracted to make that market in that options market. So the same thing.
Yeah. And you see it also here. We had this pull, this liquidity withdrawal, and then we came up, and just exactly in that area, we just came down. And so I expect the same thing to happen here again.
Well, so the question here would be, how many times can you go to the well? You know, you might find that, yeah, we rally back up into that level, then prices pull back, and then Kiran sees his like, hey, they're accumulating like we saw the other day. Where we rallied into a level, we backed off, and then Kiran's like, hey, they're loading up on this thing. They want to take this thing up. So that'll be sort of the tell. And interesting enough, you should pretty much see like the profile start to fill in.
Yeah, it is a question of the information which we have in the market. But if we have the current information and we have no new information that the market could go up, I would highly expect that we first probably also we see it here, that we maybe turn around here and maybe we overshoot a little bit, but the latest moment, because here is a big institution.
Sorry, I took myself off the cuff this time. Sorry, Murat.
No problem. But the latest moment where I would expect that we turn around, I mean, the big boys, they've got deep pockets. We can overshoot here also a little bit. But it would be hard to get over this area because someone big is interested to short the market.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Probably if you look at a specific stock, you probably see that it's probably like one of those semiconductor stocks or one of the big tech stocks or something. That's a really important level.
Yeah, then the option levels comes too, and you see also that we have here some kind of a head and shoulders. So a bigger retest could be, this is a 1 minute chart, yeah. So maybe on a 5 or 30 minute, I don't know. It is probable that we come up here again, and so.
All right. Thank you for the tutorial, Murat. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The VWAP on my chart right now is basically sitting right in the middle of that big fat MUOC. So that to me, that's where I think the market wants to do some business.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Danielle got long here.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a last long here, so I got some rejection down here. I got inventory sitting down there, and they're trying to push the market down, but for some reason they can't. And I mean, if we print a bearish candle now, I might scratch it, but it's worth for me giving it a shot. But yeah, I mean, if this candle right here, it's still lower, but given the level, I don't mind taking a long shot here, at least into this level up here, where I guess they want to try to reload, where there is the moving average, where there is the US VWAP. So
Yeah, I like a long hand.
I don't mind it. And and if you look at this this right here, we are still printing a higher low. We are putting in bearish structure, but if we if we break down here, yeah, it's obviously done. Let's put it this way. But yeah, I jumped a bit into it, but let's see.
I think my bot will come alive here for me. And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, and actually I like this approach. It's a little bit aggressive. But, coming in on the long side on a move through 42.21 and a quarter. That'll basically jump us back up into that MUOC, risking a break of the 42.14. So I got to, you guys hate this, but I'd be willing to take about 6 points of risk there. But that's on the predication we move back up through that high, right? 21 and a quarter. So 21 and a half, I go long. Yeah.
Yeah, nice level.
But if we traded back to this 17 and a half level a few times here, right? 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17. So if that's given, then obviously the setup's off the table. And looks like it's about to puke out.
Yeah. Still holding.
Still holding.
So there's I don't even know, a stock, I guess, called iPath Women in Leadership ETN. I don't know what they're following, but that's a weird ETF to have, I feel like.
Well, iPath, all that is the name of the fund company.
Yeah, I mean the women in leadership part, like, are they actually tracking? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm sure they're tracking women-owned businesses.
Probably. They probably have
that makes sense. There's a lot of ETFs that are like there's a lot of ETFs that track different social causes, right?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You
Well, it
can
has
buy,
a weekly
back,
key reversal on it.
They used to call them ethical funds, and they would just basically be funds on things like green technology, like companies or funds that would not invest in tobacco. Funds that will invest in diverse board of directors, stuff like that.
Gotcha. I did not know that.
And then we go into a bull market and they dramatically underperform and everybody gives up on that shit when they see they're not making any money.
For sure. Yeah, they come on a weekly key reversal screener.
I wouldn't be surprised if they exist just so that people can move money into them to fund political moves.
Yep. And show on the balance sheet that they're long this thing. They won't show the percentages. But as long as they have one share, then they can say that they're long this ethical fund.
They can say, look, I support women in business. Yep.
Yeah, totally. I would say, because often when I was a broker, right, whenever we did that, I would never tell anybody if you want to make money from trading, you ever buy any of those. It's the same thing as if you ever do anything in the market based on tax reasons, you're probably not going to make money. How does the public do usually coming in and buying the stock market with their tax refunds? So they almost always come in and buy them right at the top of the market.
Those Nigerian ETFs look bullish though.
Well, they got rid of Twitter, man. That's the secret in this world. All I gotta do is get rid of Twitter.
Yeah, do they have a Ethereum Twitter scam ETF? Like tracks
endorsed by the prince.
Tracks Ethereum scams.
That'd be great if the ticker was just Prince.
Yeah, but that'd be so appropriate.
Slow.
Mhm.
Sleep again.
Doesn't.
Oh man, they keep testing that low, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching it closely.
Gotta puke out here.
Yeah.
Any accumulation there, Kieran?
There is a little bit. There's an iceberg at 1750. Yep.
Oh, there is. Okay, well there you go. Actually, I do like that. So they'll fill the iceberg, take it a few ticks lower, create the bullish divergence, then reverse it back up. I do like that thinking. 88.6 is at 42.16. I like that level.
And somebody is front running it as well. As soon as it touched low, the market buyers jumped in.
Yeah, it's me.
To 1775.
That's Michele down there.
Yeah, the guy in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's obviously sitting a big buyer. What I explained, what we have on the sell side, we also have on the buy side.
So what are those guys' named? Romanov?
Romanov?
Bogdanov.
Bogdanov?
Oh, you're talking about the twins with their weird faces? Yep.
Because we actually found their younger brother. I don't know whether it's their younger brother or their kid. Do we want to say it's their nephew? Do we want to say it's their son?
Michele Bogdanov.
What's that?
I said it's Michele Bogdanov.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Here he is. I'll show you. And it and this guy's Crypto Cobain. If anything, that's perfect.
Just got filled.
On the buy side?
Yeah, they're holding.
Yeah, somebody's defending that level. I mean, if we puke out the 1750, if we puke out, then there's gonna be. I mean, then we're obviously gonna dump. But somebody's sitting there.
It is like a
descending
triangle.
I'm trying to get this OBS here.
I love this setup.
Man, this is sick, man. There were 1,868 on the bid side.
Man, this is better as Netflix.
Yeah.
To see it.
Oh, it's 2,000. Whoa, now they got triggered. Uh-oh. All right.
I'll try and be ready. I didn't have my OBS open. I'll try and have it open next time.
There we go. There's the div. There's the div. Oh, W coming in on OBV here. So let's see who wins this battle here. But now I can really seriously get serious about hunting.
Nice.
So, and they didn't take that low out either. Oh, isn't that interesting?
But I gotta readjust now. I want to get out of this trade now. Let's see if they want to fill me.
Are you long or are you short, Daniele?
I am still long.
Okay.
But almost taken out. But I want to get out now. Come on. Move on up. Uh-oh.
Oh, isn't that interesting? There was a little gap down there.
I think this
1675. Son
I
of a
think
gun.
this 1550 is looking like it could be a
Oops.
point of interest.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Well,
Yeah.
one of my stop run plays.
You're looking at 1525 current or 75? What are you looking at here?
1550. Yep.
Yeah. So you look at the candle body instead of the wick for your level, or just in this case?
You talking to me?
Yep.
In what context are we talking here?
Oh, sorry. I guess it looks like to me that 415 is like can't. Oh, sorry. You're looking at this. I'm looking at the wrong time frame. I forgot I was on 20R. Hold on. Stay tuned.
I'm looking at 1550 due to volume profile.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, there's actually on the 8R. There's actually an Empire there that came at that level the other day. Interesting. Gotcha. I guess I was wondering why you're not looking at like 413.75.
413.
Or sorry, I guess it's 414 or 214 even. Sorry, I had my line wrong.
214. Oh, 214 is the low, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out why you're looking at the body instead.
Gotcha. No, I'm not looking. I'm looking at profile.
Yep, makes sense.
You want that low to hold. I don't want it to break that low because that's going to confirm structure.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, 2 ticks, whatever. But at least at the 1550, you've got those 2 ticks below. If it's an entry level, but we'll see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nothing for me. That's the last chance for the bulls here. Last chance. I see your impulse, Daniele. I just think it may try and sweep this low. I'm still prepared for the potential, but I mean this is basically bearish at the moment.
Yeah. Now look at it go. So, I mean, somebody was obviously trying to defend this 18 level,
and the fact that they just chewed them up is another bearish signal.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We could turn here. We'll see what happens.
My target is 4208 here. So still 1618 from this inverted, or not inverted, but regular head and shoulder.
49.75 should put up a pretty strong support.
Yes, 4208. Sorry, Kieran.
I was just saying 975 should put up a pretty strong level. That 50 was tagged. We bounced in the short term. Anyways.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're fighting at the chaos level here that we just hit off the double top breakdown. So.
Yeah, but for whatever it's worth, my second low is broken, so still got one low to work with. If this thing goes and carves out a W here over the next hour or two, maybe I can do something. But I have to actually get now a full W to come in. If anything, what I would like to see is a rally back to 21 and a quarter, and then a pullback down into 17 and a half. Then we can start thinking about long. This is going to take a while to clean up here for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have an M here on the underside of the 200 MA on my screen.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if this thing pukes out here and continues lower. That's why there's no way I can touch this. Not even a remote.
Yeah, I mean, if we confirm that giant M, the chaos level's all like so far down, it's ridiculous. It's like 4145.
Yeah,
the real hard part is if we confirm below that, then we need to look at where do we enter off of, right?
Definitely.
I would look for a pullback to like this wick here. We have some fights here. For one entry, I'd probably put one contract here and then maybe another one up here at this level.
Yeah, I want to see where the VWAP and whatnot are.
Yeah.
If we get down there and confirm like what those look like, because if we get down there and we're like in a squeeze, that would be kind of perfect.
Right.
But right now, obviously. Go ahead, Andrea.
But for your target grid, then you would leave that big M for the chaos level. That's where you would leave it. You wouldn't change that.
And you're on mute, Grim, if you're talking. I'm not sure. I don't have your screen.
All right, you're on my screen right now. I think I'm sharing my trading view.
You are. I can see it.
Yeah. So what I'm looking at here is if we close below this level, this 214, then we'll have confirmed this big M and we came out of this squeeze here, right? So I've got technically I had a hunting license here, but I'm not super comfortable with it until we do that because of where the chaos levels were. So I would be hunting to move all the way down to this chaos level here. I don't know that we'll get that full completion today, right? But
Mhm.
we'll get a pretty strong move down, I suspect, if we close below there.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't want to chase this. I'd want to see this M come in and then look for a pullback to probably here, let me mark it. Probably where I'd be looking at is like this level here. Let me make these white so we can see them a little better. If I can, come here. Hold on, I got to move my presentation notification out of the way. So I'd be looking at like that level for a short, and then for one contract, and then I'd probably put my second contract on somewhere around the VWAP, right? Which would probably be around this level here, this low. So so I'd be looking for a pullback at least to this first line, if not the second one, to get my contracts on. But then I'd be going short with a target way down here. That's a lot of movement for a day. But I'd just be trailing on this Keltner channel, and we'd capture as much as we could capture, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Andrea, I did see your note about the studies. The problem is I'm not using a custom study in Sierra charts. I'm just using their built-in. There's a color background by alert. But I can share the. I'll share the, and same thing with the trade trigger and the candle coloring. It's all done by alerts, but I can share the alert conditions that I have with you so that you have those.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, thank you. That would be good.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I slacked off and didn't set up my Sierra charts this weekend. I got too busy. I gotta get that done till like today.
It's pretty cool once you get it going. Especially now that we figured out the discrepancy there between
Yeah.
the
Speaking of which, Kieran, I went through your video. That's gonna be very helpful for setting up my Sierra chart once I get going.
Cool. Yeah, nice one. That's the aim, anyways, for people coming. I wanted to get into it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, very welcome. And Daniele as well.
so many of these different platforms around. I wish that I could use Sierra charts easily with like Coinbase Pro and Bittrex and stuff like that too, and to do all my trading in there. Not to mention stock, but my quest for a universal platform remains unfulfilled.
I think you can trade Binance, but I'm not 100%.
Oh yeah.
Let me check. I think you can trade Binance.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about my face, but neither Binance nor Bittrex, neither of their like know your customer like identity authentication will work for me. Like I've got support tickets in with both of them now, because I'm like, it's me. It really is me. I promise.
Is it your ID that they don't recognize?
I don't know.
Or is it your...
It's my U.S. passport, so.
I had trouble with Coinbase as well, and it comes down to cropping. If there's too much crap around the outside, sometimes if you just crop it down to full size, it's like squeeze as much, but don't cut any corners. I think that's a big KYC thing. If that helps, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'll give it another shot. It's irritating the crap out of me though right now because I've got a bunch of coins that I'm interested in Bittrex, and yeah, I'd like to take advantage of them when they're low.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting my counter trend rally back into resistance here. So let's see. I got a double bottom now working on RSI. We got actually bull divs, and we got a nice little Willy Stupid. So put it all together. If I get a W here, I think I can justify getting long.
Nice.
Nice.
It's gonna take a while.
You got Willie Stupid on ES?
This is on a 3 minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Yeah, I'm on a 9 minute, and I was like, what? But yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, 3 minute that looks a lot more uppy.
Yeah, well, that's because the thing is the 9 minute. I don't like when MACD does this. That's a little bit bothersome.
Mm-hmm.
So what this means to me, I think what I'm seeing here is I have to see a W actually come in here. It's going to take some time. But usually when MACD does that, it's going to go and then it's going to dip down. And that low could bust this low here to create that divergence. Often see that happen. So too early to take a trade, but like I said there a minute ago, if I do get a W here, everything's all setting up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the context of the higher time frame, as long as that low that we were talking about earlier holds in, this low here, I think you still got to be thinking up. So that 9 minute bot, if that low gets taken out, then it's off the table. But if that low gets holds, it's interesting how this is at the 200 SMA. There's that level again. Look at all the moving averages are all clustering in there too. So off that 3 minute, it's got to look something like that. We'll see how it goes. It should run into some serious resistance here at these moving averages. The VWAP and more, for me, 13 EMA. So the plot thickens. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm really pleased that there's no time limit on trading. So I can just let the formations develop and just take the trade setups, as I teach, like L-tangonators and bots. So thank you, Kiran, for giving me the leisure not to have to trade so much.
I think you're muted, Kiran.
Oh.
Yeah, it's better to take the trades when you're short and at least have your edge on side rather than force a trade and lose.
Yeah, well,
I've never really understood that. It seems like a bad idea for a fund overall to be like, you have to trade every day, period, right?
Yeah, I don't think that that's a good policy, and with the issue here is I have a very different trading style than most people that come to day trading, right? A little bit slower. I like my setups and all that, so very different than probably most of this sort of prop firm day trader kind of environment. Like you guys, man, you're pretty active. I'm not nearly as active as you guys are.
Yeah, it's a different style though. It's a different strategy.
And at the end of the day, that's really all it is. It's just a different approach.
Of course.
What I wanted to show you was, I don't know whether I showed you guys this or not. I just don't know. Check this out. Like, do you see this? Any similarities? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's got a freaky, eh?
Nice. The young version.
Yeah.
Wow. Junior. What was this guy thinking? I mean, it's such a shame when you look at these guys when they're younger.
Well, it's pretty clear. He looked at the doctor and he said, "Pump it."
Pump it.
Pump it.
Yeah, and the doctor obviously misunderstood.
Yeah, the doctor went dump it.
Yeah. Oh,
Pumpy.
you meant the market.
He meant pump up
Oops.
his cheeks.
And then he went to the mirror.
Okay, enjoying every moment with you guys, but I have to hop.
All right, later, Murat.
Cool.
All
Later.
right.
Take it easy,
Hey,
buddy.
Murat.
Tomorrow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Kieran, for
See
the
ya.
Always a
invitation.
pleasure, man. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Soon, bud.
Bye.
Oh, there's people over on the YouTube page. Mr. Cipriano.
Oops. Are they asking questions?
Two of that. Brothers. Oh, so people are commenting on the YouTube page. Isn't that I guess they like my little picture. Gotta watch out.
Wow, fucking Russell, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like sideways forever, and now it just broke out.
Yeah, bro.
Everything is
And
awesome.
upwards.
Yeah, it ain't playing around.
Everything is awesome.
Well, that's
Come
good. So
on.
then that means this bottom should probably come in here then, eh?
Uh,
Yeah, I get the impression that this was and then we went after the stops.
Yeah, that
Like
that
this
could
was
have been.
probably was, you know?
Yeah, they probably ran the stops below the sky here, where I was getting long or interested.
Where are you?
By how many ticks did they run it? Let's see. That was 1675. Yeah, 1.25 points. So what's
Yeah.
that? 6 ticks? No, 5 ticks. 5 ticks, yeah. But let's see.
Just enough. I bet there were a lot of people that just said, throw my stop just a tick or so below that low.
I can imagine that.
This is cool. I really like this. And I'm just going to slowly let these setups develop. I mean, that worked out really, really well this morning because that's kind of what I was kind of hoping for. This is cool. I really like this. So, Kevin, did you get in on that EQOS?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so at least some TRI should benefit. How about that
It looks good.
MBRX? Look at that damn double bottom. Stone cold.
That one I am long, but I'm in a little above where it sits right now because I got a little overzealous and bought earlier on the other W that broke out I don't know, when was that, March 30th.
Over here.
That day it gapped up. I went and bought the pullback on that gap up. So it looks good. I'm basically in at the W breakout level now.
Hey guys, I gotta head out too. Looks like no trade morning for me, which is perfectly fine on a Monday. And
take it easy, Graham.
Cool.
Cheers.
See you, Graham. Have a good day.
Great job
See you
in
tomorrow.
class on Sunday.
Yep. Catch you later, bud. I'm gonna give it 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's moving slow.
It's 1650 though if we get back.
Oh, looks like the MBRX has like an inverse head and shoulders on your screen there, Brian. Yeah, that left shoulder I would use a little bit to the left of the center, not that low you're just highlighting, but to me it looks like one. Very shallow on the shoulders, but wow, look at all that volume profile. It's empty up there. Jesus. If you're talking, Brian, we can't hear you. I just see your mouse moving around.
Yeah, it's all open air up here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have any of that. So I wish I get some. It's probably silly zealousness, but I would prefer not buying Chinese stocks.
Fair.
Just me. I mean, maybe the companies that I'm vilifying actually hate Winnie. Who knows? Look at this Heat Biologics, HTBX.
Yeah.
It's happening as we speak.
That one looks good to you.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, check out PCSA. I'd be interested in your thoughts on it.
What?
PCSA. It's a biotech stock.
Processa Pharmaceuticals. Ooh, outside upside. Outside upside. Did it confirm?
Yep, it did on that candle today.
688. It did. Wow, yeah, it's a buy. What are they doing? 660 bid to 683. Geez, you could drive a truck through that, eh?
Yeah.
What are
But
they
yeah, it's
doing?
got decently low share counts, like 20 million, I think. And then
Wow.
no debt, low insider ownership. But then I was asking Kevin about it earlier, but the PB doesn't look great, unfortunately.
I mean, it's just
But,
not a value stock, but it still could easily go.
Yeah, and it looks like someone is long from 1076 on it. Holy crap, they're underwater. Oh, that's the sale. Sorry, someone sold 4 million of these things at $10 a few months ago. Jesus. It's interesting. I don't know what they know that I don't, but
So I see shares of 14.5 million.
oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I had the number wrong in my head. My bad.
Institutions are buying and insiders are selling.
Yeah, I don't like that necessarily. I just saw that too.
Oh, bleeding money. Well, I don't see any debt.
Yep, no debt.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, eh? So it's worth about $2 a share.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one that came up on my screen earlier.
Yeah, well, anytime you have an outside upside key reversal, I mean, fuck, you might as well just buy it. It's the easiest trade you'll ever see in your life. It is. I mean, like, you basically have the defined risk window.
Yep.
And if it gets busted out, so what? 10% risk.
Yeah, it's got a nice MACD div too. Confirmed.
Big Daddy Mac will make you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's got pretty good trade location. So this is probably a really good example of probably our opinions are pretty much meaningless. Is there a statistical probability? I mean, really, what should happen here is we probably should just bang up against whoever that insider seller is. Probably right up against there. Interesting how that's going to be Mountain Man.
Huh. Yeah, interesting.
And this hasn't confirmed yet, but there's a little one that has confirmed. So that little foggy boggy there. Oh, interesting at 1688. Interest that 4669 would confirm that one. And that implies there. Oh yeah, so look at that. Now you're starting to get some serious comp lines.
Yeah, right into that short reload zone. Interesting.
And if it's a super duper bull, then we blast off through there. And if that's the case,
Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't even notice that big ass W.
that's going to take us
To infinity and beyond.
no, just to fill in the gaps.
It's just your 2.618, right? Where's the chaos on that thing?
Oh, it's not even really that high. Look at 1688 just bangs into all this. Look at it. There's a gap right there. Also another gap right there.
Interesting.
Look at that. That's actually all a gap right there.
Buy the stock at $11, goes to 100 and something. That'd be crazy.
Not really. Didn't you? Were you around? I don't know whether you were here or not, but I actually pitched these guys. We don't hear much from Ryan anymore, eh? But I actually pitched the group to buy this right here, right down there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that for sure. Because I was like, fuck GameStop.
People don't buy video
I said the same thing, Kevin.
shopping malls anymore.
That's nice.
So I mean, that's like $5-6, and where did it go? $500 a share.
Damn.
Jesus. It's like 100.
Wow, the
Yeah,
Russell just
that's-
broke out again. Damn.
I mean, this is what we've got in front of us, boys. Like, this is not an anomaly. This is what a growth cycle looks like.
Cool.
Get
What
used
other,
to
what
it.
other shitty retail stores can we go trade? Fucking Vitamin
Bang.
Cottage.
Macy's.
Ironically enough, that's how it works. But the problem is when it happens, everybody's gonna go, "Oh yeah, well, I guess that was pretty obvious." Duh, right? You know, well, that's the way it works. Always drives it nuts. So we just keep working our craft. Don't have an opinion.
Yep.
Buy the W's. I still love this stock here. Jesus, look at that thing. This is one of these silly crypto stocks that just hasn't performed yet. It's just sitting there. I mean, could this thing do what this has done? Sure, why not? Whoa! Hello! Hearing a message from God. That's no accident, folks. God's
Buy now.
Buy
The phone went
Srax.
off.
The funny thing is that SRIX keeps showing up on my Facebook ads. Like whatever, I can't even remember what they do, but I get ads on my Facebook for them.
I think they're in the advertising business.
Oh, bastards. Get off my shit. They must know I'm long, but why would they advertise to me? I don't know.
Interesting.
They know
Maybe-
everything about you.
Maybe you went to their website and like gave them your email address or something.
No, I definitely didn't do that. I mean, but they do know that I've like looked them up and stuff, I guess.
What?
Wait, that's funny. Our unique technology and tools unlocks data and insights for publicly. Oh, I see. They do investor intelligence and whatever that means. That's funny. They have like something to do with market data.
Whoa, look at Josie's warrant here. Electra America. What does that say? Electra Mesanica.
Oh.
I don't want anybody to pronounce their name properly.
This is funny. That Strax, it's like one of their products is they track shareholders' behaviors and trends as far as the market goes. So that's why they're advertising. They're like tracking my own behavior on their stock.
You're a market maker, Kevin.
Well, yeah, maybe you must have publicly disclosed that you're a shareholder.
I don't know. Maybe on Twitter. I barely ever even tweet though. That's funny. Anyway,
Well, you know, you actually would be curious. I mean, I'm not getting that stuff, so they must not have gone to me. But somehow you must have disclosed that you're a shareholder to them.
it's weird. Do you have Facebook on your phone?
No, I don't do that. Facebook.
Oh, that's
I
probably
try
why.
really hard to stay off Facebook.
I mean, I think the problem with Facebook on your phone is it tracks everything you do, like
Yeah.
Facebook is.
Giving
Like,
up my Facebook.
like everybody's all excited about TikTok and applications and shit they can do with TikTok, and I'm like, I don't want TikTok on my phone.
Come on, you're a good dancer in front of the camera, though. You're perfect for TikTok. I've seen you dance like in front of your desk. You should become a TikTok influencer, man.
Influencer.
Just like dancing
I was
away.
shocked. I saw a video one day. Couldn't believe it. Where's the hanger? Hey, there it is. Hey, Daniele longer shirt. I should stop talking.
Nothing.
I mean, it's funny. Like the ES is like doing not much right now, and go look at the Russell. It just broke out hard.
Nice.
Well, how's our little one in there?
Yes,
Things
it's holding
working
up.
out here?
Yes, it's
Yep.
holding up there, but it's just slow. I'm hoping. I've been trying to get a contract on here.
On the long
Quite a bit of
side.
green on my screen here.
Are you talking long, Huron? Yeah.
Yeah. It turns out that 1550 would have been a monster.
Yeah, I was one trade too early. fell into that trap that they ran the liquidity down there.
I
Yep.
think
But
like anywhere between
Mhm.
1750 and 1650, I like.
Mhm.
I'm trying.
Give me a W now.
Mm.
The problem with this right here is we're probably going to be in a moving average sandwich for a while now.
Mm.
So for me on the lower time frame, 13 EMA should be support, and that's going to be 1975-ish, and 200 SMA should be resistance. That's 2275. So it's like a 3-point range here for me now for the next little while. Well, actually, look, there's a little ABCD. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's see where this thing takes us. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yeah. Oh, there's a little gap there as well. So we got upside objective 23.25, which is playing with that 200 SMA there. Then there's a gap at 24.75. And that's actually the downtrend line. I would expect that to be true.
Hey, Kareem, what was that level you had? It was like 244 something, 2440, 2444, or 224. I mean, sorry.
We're out of context again. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. I thought you had a resistance level around like 224 or something.
224
on
on the
ES.
button. Yeah, 224.
Oh, it is right on the button. Okay.
Yep. And it's literally just that high. You see that high in the middle of the structure there?
Yeah. I just I was just trying to look where I might want to get short, and I'm thinking like 422450. So I remembered you got a level somewhere around there. So
Yeah, there's a price gap right there.
Looks like that's where the VWAP is as well, correct? That's what I'm watching.
I'm looking above the VWAP actually. The VWAP's down at 422275 now.
We could be in a range.
So
as
Andre,
well,
what I'm
so-
looking at is just the RR, the risk to reward. The risk to reward at the VWAP's not very great, but at the Keltner I can get a 2-to-1 dip back down to that chaos at 421650. So that's what I'm looking at here.
Oh yeah, all right.
Just keep in mind that's now coming to be the middle of the range, so it will
Mhm.
probably chop around in that particular area.
Yeah, I need to see like big indicator confirmations and stuff, but it's just an area I'm watching. Like if we get some good momentum, like looking bearishly, like M's or divergences, I'd probably take it.
For 42.17, that would be my like dream long level.
Yep, I see.
The session clock is
interesting.
basically right
That's
there
right
too.
at the gap there from overnight too. Jeez, isn't that fascinating?
It's also Friday's bottom of value.
Yeah. Oh, look at that level. Jeez, that's gonna be like a total candle body low level. Wow, that's a level. Holy moly. Huh. Son of a gun. So there's my dream level. So kind of have been talking through this morning. So the trade, if there's gonna be one, it's gonna look like that.
It doesn't look like anything is happening here today. I think we might go back tomorrow, maybe, and it might have moved back.
Come back tomorrow, same price.
It's fucking slow. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys noticed though? There have been a lot of these trades that have developed later on in the day.
The evening session has been producing a lot more activity for me personally as well.
Yeah. That's where I caught that trade last night on the NASDAQ was like 5, 6 o'clock my time.
I prefer that to be
You can look at the Russell and trade that in the future, Crane. It's moving. It's been doing
it's a
stuff all
shame.
day.
I don't have any charts for it. I'd have to go and set up for it.
Yeah, I'm just more or less joking, but it actually hit. It'll be done now. The trade will be over for the squeeze setup. Would have been a nice trade.
So Andrea, are you still here? Remember how we walked through that trade setup, kind of like a move against the lows? Maybe this is about a week or two ago.
Yeah.
So that's what I see here. The only problem is, should we still be in June? Jesus, this scares me being in June.
Yeah, still in June.
We're still in June. Yeah,
Is
the
it
volume
still
isn't
the
great on the
heaviest
other contracts
volume
yet.
contract?
Yeah, the volume still is priority on June. It will switch. It'll switch. I'll tell you one of the days. Normally it'll be probably next week, or
Right.
it could even be Thursday, Friday this week. It depends. Yeah. But if
Yeah.
not, it's coming. So I hear you. But it's yeah, it's still this month. Actually, no, because it's gonna be this week because it's next week is the expiry. I think.
Oh, that scares the hell out of me. I can't believe we're still in this thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there I posted my reference chart there for in the Battlestation.
Oh.
Whoa, look at that drop.
Yeah,
Woo!
I see that.
There
Yeah.
we go. I was just gonna say.
Yeah, wow, that happened faster than I was.
Come back to me.
Baby, come back.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Just don't stop at this 1750 here.
There's
Come on.
Mountain. Wonder if Mountain would get a fill there. Still don't really like this. It's too close to the POC. Hogue wouldn't like this.
Just like 1775. Come back. Where's your POC? Actually, session POC is
No, yeah,
trades.
this is like a few days. It's just what I have on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just fighting around the session pot currently.
Oh, there it is. There's Mountain again. Mountain again.
Come on. Go down. And stop and turn around and go back up.
You get one or the other, Cran. One or the other.
Yeah, it should trade down to those candle body lows.
You're looking at 1750.
Yeah, I think that's that number. Let's see, what is that? That is 15. No, beg your pardon. The close 1775. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like this area. Anyways.
It should trade there. And
I'm
then
looking for a stab.
88.6 is 16 even.
I'm looking for a stab to 1675.
Yeah. Okay. Into that tail, eh? You take a shot against that tail.
Stink bid. It's also the tail of the. Oh yeah, it's probably the same tail. I can't see your chart, but the tail that was printed earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then the overnight session, or maybe that was yesterday. Oh yeah, it looks like it was the London low. They left that gap there, so that gap was probably a reference point for the London boys. And the New York boys, they just brought it right back down into that gap. And if this is really a bottom, if this really is a legit level, it should turn in here.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly my thoughts.
So the question is, do you take a 3-bar fractal, a little candle pattern, or do you wait for a full-blown W?
No, I'm ready to take it. If this comes down here, it's a head and shoulders here for me. A small little tight head and shoulders here on the 8 tick.
Yeah, I can see that.
Daniele,
are you hunting longs or are you done?
I'm not done yet. No.
Oh, okay. What do you
I'm
think?
I'm leaning to the long side as well. But either I haven't decided yet if I want to be conservative or if I want to jump in. So the conservative one would be a break above the 24 level. No, the 23 25 level, and then wait for a pullback. And the aggressive one with that one that Kiran mentioned. So hitting it at these around the 1650, 1675 level. There is some nice structure on the footprint chart as well. So,
Well, here it is. It's kind of cool how the levels do develop through the day, and pretty good traders can all sort of come to a consensus that this is a level.
There it's coming.
Here we go. Into that level. Oh, Jesus. No, another one of these. I don't want to have another kid. Jeez, I got a lot of kids. Got a
There's a
fucking
cream.
orphanage going on here,
There's
man.
a cream. There's a cream for that, I hear.
Nice.
It's good for tattoos, I think, as well.
And rug burns. There you go. There's your level, Kieran.
No, I didn't take yet. Yeah, I am on the 17. I'm at the cheeky level at 1675, so I'm looking for a little deeper here. But I see that level, yeah.
It's impossible for a guy like chicken shit like me to step in front of that. It's too early. Good thing though is the selling volume is slowing down here. I don't think this is real selling.
Let's see, can it rally from here? If we bounce here, I'm willing to take it higher, but currently, yeah, gotta wait.
So there's that candle body low. The question is, do we dip into that tail? How hard do we go into that tail? Let's see what your tick chart looks like here, Daniele.
So we broke this structure right here and this structure right here, but this is still an important level, shorting level. So it got rejected here, but I don't. Yeah, I honestly like a long here.
It's not my style, but you know they always say, right? The more uncomfortable the trade, probably the better the idea.
That's true. So if we look at the
got
footprint
enough here
chart,
for a bullish bias. Processed goods can't do anything. Sorry. This could turn into a nasty bear. Man, if they lose these lows here, this thing's gonna puke out big time.
If this trade gets stopped, I'm done for the day, anyways.
Oh, you're in? You pulled the trigger?
No, not yet. No.
On the
But if it does,
nine,
if I do get it and it gets stopped, I'm finished. I don't think I can take it anymore.
yeah.
17 and a quarter, 17, 18. Oh, wow, that's weird. Oh. 17 and a quarter.
Craig, did you get in when you trade?
On the SP 500? No, we never made it up high enough. Did you?
No, I'm still waiting.
There we go. Pukey dookie.
Yeah, the RR is just not good here.
No.
So I didn't take it.
16 and a half low.
We never even fully made it to the VWAP even, so.
Yeah.
No trade for me.
Oh. That was close.
No slowing down yet.
50 and 50. All right.
We're basically about to confirm the neckline of that big head and shoulders on Daniele's 8R chart.
Oh, here they come again.
Excuse me. Sorry. Should put myself on mute next time. I want to do that.
Yeah, like if they lose these lows here, we're probably gonna go fill that gap in on the spoos. This could turn into an ugly mess. So it's a Monday. It's probably best not to do anything. When am I gonna get to take a trade?
Do.
I've playing in the background on piano. What's it? Whitney Houston's Hero. Come on, jump in, just go for it. And if a hero comes to call. Oh, ni joking. There's buyers coming in, so I'm starting to get interested here. If we can get back above this 1650 and hold on a retest, I'm gonna give it a go here. Come on, up, 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 up. Close. Close. Nope. Not looking good here. We failed off that low at the shoulder so far. Off to 1750.
Yeah, the head and shoulder I'm looking at now might be the correct one. It's kind of hard getting my patterns adjusted to this time frame because everything moves so quickly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's huge. If we can recapture that right shoulder level, then I think your base is in here. That's
Yep.
gonna be a huge battle, though. To
If we can get
recapture
above this
thing.
1750, yep, it's going to be interesting tell.
Are you bullish right now?
Last chance, yeah. But it looks dangerous as hell at the moment.
Yeah, like I have a bearish pattern here, and until that left shoulder top is broken, I can't be bullish.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I'm looking for a recapture that 1650, which means a close above that 1750, basically. Come on, do something. I want to go already. Feels like they're baiting the long side at the moment.
Looks like the stops are accumulating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So it's like almost like just there's one player that keeps on buying at that level at 42.15, 50, and he's trying to change the market by himself. It could be right there.
Let's see. Can we pop to 1750 here?
Is there an ice cube down here, or ice cube? Is there an iceberg down here holding up price?
Not really. Yeah, kind of actually. 300, 370. There's a couple more down at the 14. They're trying to draw it down to the overnight low, maybe. 466 at the 14.
What's the sort of talking heads? Is anybody speaking in the media here?
I'm getting mixed news.
Yeah, it's interesting. They pull up the charts of the Canadian banks. Something big happened there the other day. Especially TD. Pull up TD. That's remarkable. So usually as the Canadian banks go, so goes the market.
I have a strange feeling that we might just dump here.
Not holding in the lows well here at all, eh?
Yeah. It's low though. I might just. I want to go, but as soon as I go, something will happen. It's like, fuck.
Doesn't it usually slow down, like because lunch is coming up?
It's London close at the moment as well.
Oh yeah, European just finished, eh?
There's a bit of absorption happening here, though. Trying to push it lower, just fighting. Here we go. No big stops there.
I just lost my stop run.
Yeah, we didn't quite get that pop there.
It just wasn't enough stops accumulating.
So just there's no real buyers in this market, I guess. So that's still a good bearish kind of.
Yeah, middle of
Yeah,
June.
we did put in a lower low though. So it was actually a nice bearish setup up there. So for some reason,
Off the VWAP.
yeah, and of this impulse and of the MA. So yeah. I did try another long. I scratched it with a +1 tick again, so maybe it's not the long side today.
Now we're kind of grinding lower, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't get my entry, but it is what it is.
We can pop to 1750. I'm still interested, but if there's descending lows here between 1750, 17 and 17, so let's see what happens here. And if it pops, is it going to come back? Hopefully. It's definitely getting pushed back here, though.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. It's a sign. Balls deep. 10 long. What is that? That's a phone, I guess. Somebody's phone. Oh my god, 15 minutes and I'm off ski. No matter what happens in this little area here. If something doesn't happen, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually kill the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
Oh wow, daily briefing 50 minutes. Dude, time flies in this room.
That fly. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,